I have four roles for you in today's video, ranging from $16.88 on the low end all the way up to $38 and change on the high end, and they're across insurance, as you can see, healthcare, and research. But first, I want to say welcome back to Home Base Haven, your safe haven for real work from home jobs. If you haven't already, please make sure you grab your free download. The link will be down in the description box below. Let's go ahead and jump into today's video. And the first one is with Allstate. They're looking for a claims resolution adjuster. This is fully remote on the Eastern time or Central time, anywhere within the US. And it says that the claims resolution adjuster will primarily be responsible for the liability investigation and ultimate decisions, identifying injured parties beyond who is listed at FNOL, and recognizing impactful risk potential on claim files. They'll be responsible for supporting the claimant throughout the vehicle restoration process and providing feedback on the auto process in general. So the claims resolution adjuster and casualty adjusters will work hand in hand rather, throughout the claims process. So again, this is Eastern and Central time zones, and unfortunately it's not available to residents of California, Alaska, Hawaii, and Puerto Rico. And they let you know the schedule is 8 hours a day, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., with potential Saturday duty rotation, so not every Saturday. You'll wear a few hats to fill a few roles throughout your day that will require a level of experience. So they list that out here. They want you to be a customer service expert. You'll live into Allstate's claims culture by caring, empowering, and restoring, and you will accomplish that by being compassionate, clear, and a committed partner in each casualty claim. You lead with empathy always. Of course, people in these situations, they're usually not having the best day. They've probably been through something possibly traumatic, or they may be a bit shaken up depending on what happened if we're talking about auto claims. So whatever the case may be, it's probably not a pleasant experience for them. So empathy is huge and really important. The investigator, you'll confidently and independently investigate casualty claims by performing detailed reviews of damage and interpreting policies to determine coverage. You must be a great communicator, a great negotiator. You'll evaluate and negotiate claim settlements with customers, vendors, third-party carriers, and claimants in accordance with all legal and business standard methodologies. With negotiations, you will incorporate tactics in handling challenging and complex situations. Now, don't be alarmed if this makes you a little intimidated. This is not something you have to come in there knowing how to do. Allstate is going to train you in everything you need to know. The problem solver, you'll utilize multiple tools to get the job done in a fast-paced environment, and you'll protect the company financially by executing policies along policy agreements, and you keep a clear record of your work in a claim system that you will, here you go, be trained on. And they're going to train you on everything because they want to make sure that their agents are operating in a way that aligns with their company values and their company procedures and processes. So they're not going to just throw you out there and be, hey, figure it out on your own and make sure you do it right. No, they're going to be very meticulous in how you operate, and they're going to make sure that you're clear in everything before you move forward. Now they have some preferred qualifications here. 2 years of claim experience, especially casualty bodily injury claims. Background is preferred. These are all preferred qualifications. So if you don't meet these, don't freak out. I'm just going over them in case someone does meet these preferences. Claims investigation and negotiation experience with liability investigations, proficient communication skills, especially over the phone, to establish rapport and assess claims accurately, and strong critical thinking and problem-solving skills. Hopefully you have that anyway, to evaluate and negotiate injury claims successfully. And again, this is remote work. This is a permanent remote home-based role. So just in case you weren't sure, they're making it very clear. And they let you know what you need from for your home office. And it says you may be eligible for a $1,000 licensing sign-on bonus if you have the applicable active licenses needed for this role. This could include a home resident property and casualty license, designate home state Florida or Texas license and or applicable appraiser license. So if you have, those are, more niche things to have, but if you have that, make sure you mention it for that sign-on bonus. And the pay for this role is $18.27 per hour, all the way up to $31.25 per hour. Now let's go into the next role. This is with United Health Group, and they actually have two different positions I'm going to talk about. The first one is collections rep. This is national, remote, anywhere within the U.S. And this is a full-time role, Monday through Friday. You need to work an 8-hour shift between their operating hours of 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. And this is for Mountain Standard Time that they specify here. And if you don't live in this time zone but you're interested in this role, keep checking back because they're frequently hiring for this position or similar roles, and they usually cover, actually, they mention this time zone, but it says you can telecommute from anywhere within the U.S. So two things. One, as long as you live in the U.S., you can apply. Two, obviously you have to make sure that you're okay with working in this time zone. If not, what I was going to say before is check back frequently for your time zone because they hire for this role or customer service roles for all the time zones across the U.S. So don't be discouraged if this does not work for you. They have 6 weeks of paid training during the normal business hours. They go over your primary responsibilities here. You're going to perform research on various computer systems and document customer information regarding current status, payment expectations, notes of conversations, and other relevant information. And then basic other kind of customer service type roles there. Required qualifications to apply: you must have a high school diploma or GED. You must be 18 years of age or older. 2 years of hospital or facility follow-up collections experience with billing using UBO4 claims forms, knowledge of and experience with medical terminology, proficient with Microsoft Office, and the ability to work again between 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And it says including the flexibility to work occasional overtime as well. They have preferred qualifications, don't stress about that. And the pay for this role on the low end is $16.88 all the way up to $33.22 per hour. The next role has an even higher end. And this one is the Care Ambassador. This is national remote as well. This is a little bit of a different role. It says, as a care ambassador, you will serve patients, providers, pharmacy manufacturers, and insurance carriers. So a wide range of people you'll be communicating with. You'll work with a team of about 20 other care ambassadors. We will review daily plans of action for assignments, serve as a first point of contact for patient resolution, handle inbound calls as needed, support and communicate with a diverse patient population, and make outbound calls to patient dispenses, triage calls, and attend meetings as needed. You'll navigate about 14 programs daily in this position, so computer proficiency is a must, as is the ability to handle, I think that's a typo, multiple projects, multitask, prioritize your time, and remain self-motivated. And again, this is a full-time role, and you must work 8 hours between 8 a.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern, so just within that time frame, you have to work your 8-hour shift. And they offer 8 weeks of paid training for this role. It says 6-week-long virtual classroom training followed by peer shadowing for 2 additional weeks. And shadowing can be done remotely. And this again is a telecommute role from anywhere within the U.S. And then they go more into detail, very thorough detail about your role in this position. Let's go down to the qualifications. You'll need a high school diploma, must be 18 years of age or older, 5 years of case or account management, relationship management, customer support. I'll highlight this because the beginning part could turn people away. Customer support or professional customer service experience. So you don't have to have case management or account management specific experience, but if you have customer support or customer service experience, that will suffice. Ability to work full-time, and they don't specify a field or industry. And our employees are required to have flexibility to work any 8-hour shift between, again, these hours here. And then they have the preferred qualifications that you don't have to worry about. And then the pay for this role, the low end is $19.86 per hour, and this is the one that goes all the way up to $38.85 per hour. So this is almost a $40 per hour role if you meet enough of the qualifications, and it's not a long list, so there's a good chance you shouldn't be accepting less. If you have any of this work experience, if you've worked any kind of customer service role, honestly, I wouldn't go less than 30 for this because they're letting you know they can afford it. And if you meet even the majority or half of these qualifications, you're qualified for that. Let's go into the next role. This is with the company User Interviews. I've featured them before as well. They are looking for a project coordinator 1 Eastern Time in the in the US, fully remote. If you're not familiar, User Interviews is a fully remote team and always has been. And what they do, they're essentially a research platform. So researchers, whether it be typically at universities, they need a population of people to pull from to complete their surveys or help them with their research. So, they need a wide set of people to source from, and this platform allows that. So on the flip side, I actually featured this the last time I mentioned them. I could find that video and try to link it below. But you can sign up as a participant on the User Interviews website and get paid to participate in research studies. So if you just happen to fit the demographic they're looking for, and it can be based on a wide range of things, like if you're a parent with young kids, or if you are a dog owner, or if you've had this medical procedure, or if you have, X, Y, and Z. It can be any random thing under the sun that somebody can be doing research on. If you fit what they're looking for, and it can be, things that are more generalized too. It doesn't even need to be something so specific, depending, again, on their research. If you fit the demographic, you answer a few questions to see, and if you qualify, you can get paid for literally just sitting at home in your PJs, answering their survey questions, and you can get paid, some nice extra change. It's not a get rich quick type of thing, but just some side money. You can get some good gas money, grocery money, dining out, whatever you want to use it for, saving, investing, some extra change that is made very easily, literally just for answering some questions. And sometimes you may have the option to do, not the option, but they may require maybe a Zoom video or like a phone call with one of the researchers to answer some questions. But most of the time, it's because I've used the site myself, it is just a survey on their website from the researchers that you answer, and you can get paid for that. So check that out for sure if you're interested. But as far as being an employee for User Interviews, going back to this position, as a project coordinator 1, you'll play a pivotal role in managing clients' projects and their recruitment needs. Additionally, you will keep our customers happy and excited about our products through excellent communication and support. This is a full-time role with a working schedule of Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern. And it says candidates do not need to be located in the Eastern time zone, but you must work the Eastern hours. So that's great because there are people that might be okay with that if they don't live in the Eastern time zone, but as long as you work those hours, they're fine with that. And as far as responsibilities, you're going to be part of the QA, so quality assurance and launch recruitment for our researchers' submitted projects, manage the ongoing recruitment and full life cycle of our research projects, handle proactive outreach to researchers regarding their projects, cover other team members when they're out of the office, serve as the product expert, keeping up to date with new product releases and features, and then other responsibilities handling handling incoming customer communications, providing excellent and timely support, and troubleshooting when necessary. You're going to bring ideas and brainstorms to the forefront related to our team goals, and you're going to provide coverage on holidays, optional and not required. Minimum qualifications, only 1 year of experience in a client-facing role. It's going to be account management, project management, general customer support. Again, no specified industry. A bachelor's degree is strongly preferred, but it's not required. Down to earth, self-starter, excited by the idea of joining an early stage and lean startup, comfortable with ambiguity, And candidates must be located in the U.S. and authorized to work without any visa sponsorship in the U.S. And bonus points here, so these are just preferences. If you've worked at a startup before, if you're familiar with using Zendesk, if you have experience handling a larger volume of projects, and experience at a user research agency, these are all bonuses and nice to haves, but not required. And the pay for this role is $24 per hour, and it is a 40-hour-a-week role. And they have this full benefits package. I do want to highlight, there's a lot in here, but they give you a home office stipend for $250. You also get $50 a month extra on top of that for a home work from home stipend. So you could use that maybe towards your internet service. And $250 annual L&D stipend. There's an annual company retreat, 4 weeks of PTO to start, plus you can accrue an additional day per year of employment. So they have a lot, so just take note of that as well. And again, that is with the company user interviews. If you found any of this useful or thought this was good information, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And please also share this video with a friend or family member. I really appreciate it. If you're interested in applying to any of these roles, check out earnbetter.com, free resource for you to make tailored and professional cover letters and resumes for whatever job you're applying to with ATS friendly keywords, completely free. And again, make sure you get your free download, your free resource down in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll talk to you guys again soon.